And here we go, guys. The knife round's live, and it's we missed the beginning of it, but basically Brutality just wrecked them. They barely lost the player, and they won the knife. Let's see where they decide to pick. At this point, I mean, they should be comfortable on either side. They're the heavy favorites in this game, but they've opted to go with the CT side, so that they can basically shut down Atrocite and make quick work of them. Now, I don't know much about Atrocite. I know that Pingu's a fairly decent aimer, and so is Vapor, but other than that, I don't really know the experience level or if they have any tournament experience at all. So I'm hoping for some surprises from their end. It's always nice for a top team to be pushed a little bit. I don't expect them to win, but if they can show a respectable showing, get double-digit rounds, it's going to be a good learning experience for them going forward for future starter cups and tournaments in the ESL India Premiership, right? So it can be often quite demotivating for new teams when they go up against the top teams and are not able to even put up double-digit rounds on the board. So pistol round now. Let's see what Atrocite has up their sleeves. I mean, the thing is, with the kind of lineup that Brutality possesses, they don't really even need to play that tactically or that teamwork oriented. Like individually, their firepower is going to be quite tough to handle for the Atrocite guys. So they're going for towards A with the C4. I think one guy is. They seem quite confused. One guy's still in T spawn. 4 guys going towards A. The guy at mid is probably going to try to lurk. But meanwhile, look at this. Brutality is just pushing through with 2 guys B. They've already cleared it out. They know now for a fact that the other team is hitting A. Now they can just 4-man stack A and wait for the execute. This is going to be brutal for Atrocite because now it's going to be very obvious. I mean, Nader's holding back, but at this point it's going to be very, very difficult for Atrocite to execute on this. Brutality has too much map control at this point. But look at it, Atrocite is actually being smart and they're slowly walking back. I think they realized that Brutals is probably stacked A. This is actually a pretty decent read from Atrocite. They're going to slowly walk back and hit B late, and that might actually surprise Venom if he's not able to hold B halls, because the rotation, if Venom dies, is massive. 56 seconds. Oh, look at this. They're now another nice aggress coming in from Brutality, and they're now cleared out the fact that, hey, it's not... And here we go, Venom gets taken out by Pingu's Tech 9, and they're going for it. The rotation is slow from Brutality, but they're getting there because of the nice A aggress as well. There we go, the engaging is happening at B halls, and Atrocite has the numbers advantage, but there's a nice lurk coming in as well. At the same time, even Rix gets taken out. Now it's a 5v3, and there's a nice lurk coming into Kitchen. He's going to go ham mode. And Pingu again with that Tech 9. And the last guy left is in Kitchen. 1v3, but it's A-star. He's a massive clutch player, so he has a chance here. The guys need to play together. If Atrocite wants to win this round, they just got to play together, and they have it in the bag. Let's see what they have up their sleeve. A-star's just holding back at this point. I think he's just trying to get some kills. He doesn't have a kit either, so yeah, he's probably not going to go for the fuse. He kills Vapor, and that's about it though. I think he's going to run away, try to cut them off on Cat, get as many kills as possible. Maybe trying to get the Tech 9 off him. Another guy goes down and just Pingu survives. But at the end of the day, all that matters is that Atrocite actually took the crucial pistol round. As we all know, Mirage is a slightly city-sided map, so you want to get the pistol and the next 2 rounds for sure, and build up that economy and the momentum so that you can have a decent T-half. And this is a good start for Atrocite. Now they're going with a full SMG buy, which honestly to me, right, yeah, you can do that, but on the T side, you don't really need to worry about it that much because, say, the guns are not that expensive on the T side. You don't need full utility often to win rounds, right? Like on the CD side where you need every time you need the smokes to have time on your side. So oftentimes when you know that you're playing against a dangerous team, especially a dangerous aim-based team who have the potential to eco you should probably go for the rifles in the second round, just because it's going to guarantee you that round. You don't really need to focus on building up that bank just yet, because if you look at Brutality, they have gone for a full buy. They have 5-7 armors across the board, and trust me when I say this, like some of these guys can really use that gun insanely. Especially I'm looking at Aditya. That guy is in particular a 5-7 beast, so they don't want to go and engage him. Meanwhile though, Brutality has taken a gamble though. They've gone for a 4-man stack at B, but they're now slowly pushing up and clearing it out, so basically gonna push their guys towards A. They left the dangerous 5-7 play Adi alone there, and he gets taken out by Dragonwall. The Flash doing a good job, but Rix comes back with a nice headshot to get the trade. Now it's a 4v4. They've smoked out CT. They're getting the bomb plant down. Venom with the long range CZ tap and takes out Pingu. Juventa again with a deagle shot, and now this other guy's gonna get taken out as well. A-Star takes out the one with the 5-7, leaving just one guy hiding, and he's gonna be overwhelmed. Then A-Star takes him out with the 5-7 as well. As I was saying, right, the SMGs basically faltered there. If they had rifles, they wouldn't have to push up so close. Like Pingu, where he pushed up to play right next to his spot, he only did that because he had an SMG. Right? He's not going to play long range with an SMG against a 5-7. Now, if they actually had rifles, they could have played A-Halls, lower A, sandwich, post plant, and they could have won the round because they did get into the site at an equal numbers game, 4v4. So I think at the end of the day, that was just a miss. Buy more than anything else. The tactic or the aim, that was not the fault. It was just a misbuy. And now they're going to be going for Tech 9 B rush, it seems like. No, it's a pretty common tactic on Mirage, When all else fails, always Tech 9 rushing is a good idea, especially towards B. But if you see that Brutality actually has 4 Molotovs, and I'm thinking Venom is one of them. He's the B player. He has a Molotov, so a properly timed Molotov can pretty much halt that Tech 9 train. So they have to draw that out first from Venom before executing. They have to do something. They have to throw a flash or something so Venom wastes his Molotov and then execute on him. Right now they're not. I think they're just saving all their flashes and stuff for the execute, which might be a bad call because if they start executing and have to run through a Molotov, it's not the ideal situation. They should probably just throw a flash to draw out the Molotov is what I would do, but no, they're waiting for it. And here, the Molotov's out. Yep, they all went through it. But they're going to get the trade on Venom. Only 1 kill. The Molotov was slightly off. Like that, he threw it too deep. A-Star's there though, covering it up. It's a 4v4 again. They're fighting with A-Star. He's going to get taken out as well. Their Tech 9s are really good. Juventa rushes in, gets a trade, but then he gets traded out, and Rix comes in and gets a trade as well. Now it's a 2v2, Nader and Dragwow against Adi and Rix with a nice nasty shot. But Dragwow comes in and gets a trade instantly, and he's gonna get taken out by Adi. 1v1 at the end. Very, very close round. I would say actually this is a round win for Atrocite because, yeah, even though they invested completely on it, they are making sure that Brutality is not able to build up the economy to really go op heavy and stuff. It came down to a 1v1, so this is going to keep them on their toes. They can't just really go full on and run away with the game, at least run away with the half, because the rounds are being close. And because of the C4 plant, Atrocite has made the right call. They've gone for a full buy right now. So in terms of gun superiority, it's a pretty even game right now. But Adi here, he's just going for a push. And he takes out Pingu with the UMP, even though Pingu had an AK there. That should not be happening. Anyway, it's a nasty shot, but that really shouldn't be happening because Pingu was marking that angle as well. Brilliant shot by Adi though. And A-Star just creeps into the smoke and takes out Vapor, who's just completely out of it. He had no idea where he was getting shot from. It's looking difficult already for Atrocite. This is going to be the round where they were going to make it close. But now again, A-Star unnecessarily pushing up. They have a 5v3 advantage at that point, right? And it's he just pushed up unnecessarily. But Juventa is also flanked all the way from mid to T-spawn has choked them out. So at this point, Nader and Dragwow, their best bet is probably to just group up, get a kill or two, and then save. Just go for the save so they can maybe do some damage the next round with the round loss bonus. I think that's. But they're just going in one by one. Ooh, Adi again dodges the flash and takes him out, and Rix waiting for Dragwow. A very clean run for Brutality. I think in the end, the smart play from their end was to do that early aggress. They did that early aggress, so that's what helped a lot. And Adi right now, look at this replay. He pushes in, he peeks out and gets that nasty kill on Pingu. And here we go. The auto sniper is up on Venom, and the auto sniper is a very, very dangerous gun on the B bomb side. It can just completely halt any kind of execute you want to do. You better have some really nasty flashes to blind him, otherwise he's just gonna wreck you and get like a 4K. Looks like they're setting up for an A hit. I think the focus on this hit is probably just to get the bomb down. But Adi's kind of smart. He's fallen back and he sees them come in. But let's see how many kills he can get. He gets 2, 3. No, he only gets 2. Almost gets a third. A-Star's there to clean it up as well. The C4 hasn't been planted. That was the objective of this round, but they're not able to get that money. Venom comes in and gets the 4th, and there we go. A-Star's going to get the 5th as well. So 4-1 now to Brutality. And pretty clean run there. I think Adi made the right call there by falling back, knowing that they're eco. There's no reason to play close range under the balcony when you know the other team's eco. So just play the range game. Worst case scenario, they get the bomb down and you can retake it. But the best thing is that you don't lose the site and give them a numbers advantage or a potential to push into city spawn and get that map control. So it's a good thing that Brutality is kind of switching up the setup. Look at this now. Adi is using his spawn to push up mid. They're switching it up just to like keep Atrocite on the toe. This again the smart time to do an aggress, because it's the key gun runs. In the first gun run, Adi did the aggress at lower A, and now he's doing an aggress on but Venom repeaks and Neda gets the trade here. And at this point, the map control is so heavily on the side of Brutality. Does Neda have an idea that there might be a guy there? Oh, he just team fights himself and Adi takes him out. So yeah, the aggression from Adi on the first gun round with the UMP, and now in the second gun round, that's what's paying off basically, because he's just getting them so much information, and based on his aggress, he can call the right rotations for his teammates and the right stacks. You know, exactly. Right now, there's 2 guys in B. Even though Venom has been picked, there's still 2 guys at B. That means the rotation is absolutely on point. And here we go. A-Star gets the kill on Dragwow. And I don't think Atrocite knows what to do at this point. I mean, there's Molotovs. There's one guy really far back baiting, and the C4 is going by himself. And A-Star again takes out one more guy, and he's going to take out the other. No, Icon Hazard gets the trade, but it's a 1v3. He almost gets another, but Adi's there to clean him up. And 5-1 to Brutals. It's looking really one-sided. I think Atrocite had a chance if they played their money game smarter. I think they're not reading. They didn't read Brutality's potential on the second round and not by rifles. And on top of it, they are sticking. They're not really playing the map control game really well, because they're just playing in 4-1 setups. There's constantly 4-1s. It's 4A, 1 middle, or etc. And look at this. A-Star's pushing up, and he's hurt all these people. But I don't know if he knows the guy behind. He doesn't know there's a guy behind. But he managed to take him out. Venom burns another guy. And it's just a whitewash here. Venom, one more kill. Only Dragwow gets a kill, but the C4 is not going to get planted at this point. He's surrounded. Is he able to get another kill? No, he's very low at this point. He's just going to get taken out by Urenta. And that's 6-1. But that round was really fast. But what I was talking about was that because they're playing 4-1 setups, right? They're basically giving up map control. And Brutality knows that they have the better firepower. So they are going to aggress as it is. You know, and especially when you're not even allowing them, you're not even contesting mid or contesting other parts of the map, it's going to make their job really easy to get the information and stack the right side. So if Atrocite wants to pin Brutality back, they want to exploit that aggression. They want to do a default like a 1-3-1 and then get that opening pick on the aggression, punish the aggression, make them sit back. You know, right now they're not been able to do that. See, even Nader is by himself at mid, and all the other guys are setting up for an A-take. I believe he's probably the IGL. I'm not sure, because there's some IGLs who are starting out. They like to basically play the solo role themselves. They like to lurk and tell their teammates to execute somewhere. It's very basic tactics. It's not going to pay off against this team, because they're gonna definitely. You need the numbers advantage wherever you're going. So they need to have good guys. Pingu almost gets the kill but falls back. Brutality right now has almost 4 guys. On the quick rotate to A, and that's where Atrocite is setting up for. They have Molos, they have 4 Molotovs, but I don't know if they have an idea about what to do with the Molotovs at this point. Nader is going to sneak out, and he gets a surprise kill. Juventa, but Adi's there to trade right immediately. But again, the Molotovs, they're just dying with all these full nades, and that's frustrating. That's pissing me off actually. Adi gets another kill and another, and the sandwich, and yeah, they're just going to get completely wiped out. Brutality had a numbers advantage. Now, Atrocite, if you're investing so much money in Molotovs, where 4 of you guys have Molotovs, then why are you guys executing and not really using them properly? You know, like throw a Molotov into sandwich, clear that out. Throw one near jungle. You know, throw one underneath balcony. Clear all those things out if you're going to be buying those things. Because just my worst pet peeve, if I was an in-game leader calling one of these guys, or anybody, is when people die with full utility stacks. Unless you're like an entry fragger where it's justified, you should not be doing that. You know, even with an entry fragger, you should be at least using your flashes up, right? So, yeah, I mean, now it's just desperation buy from Atrocite at this point. 7-1 up, and they're buying whatever they can. It's 3 Tech 9s. One doesn't even have armor. 2 AK with utility. It's a funky buy. Meanwhile, Venom has opted not to keep the auto sniper. He's pushing up, and he's gonna get another kill and probably the last 2 as well. Yep, he does, and that's a 3k from Venom on B platform. See, he's doing a really good job at basically getting information in B halls as well, because he aggresses at the right times on the right rounds, right? So that's always a good thing, because a lot of people play very passive at B, and it allows terrorist teams to like set up very close up and then just explode onto your face, no pun intended. And you don't want that happening as a B player, especially if you're a solo B player, which he is, right? So he needs to find the right balance of playing passive when they have a full buy and having support, and when they have an eco, he needs to be able to figure out where they are early enough and get that kill. Opening pick again, going the way of Brutality, and then Juventa pushes and gets another, and Aldi just takes out Nader, who's also by himself. At this point, it feels like a pug team. Atrocite just all 5 of them are splitting up and going for picks, and just getting picked off in the process. Reaper camping gets a kill, but he's gonna get traded instantly by Venom right here. Oh no, Venom whiffs completely, and Reaper gets a second kill. That really shouldn't be happening, but 3 versus 2 now. And they do have the B bomb side, but Rix is flanking. Rix is on the flank. Can he get that opening? Oh, he just misses the kill, but he's still behind them, and so is Juventa. Rix with a flick shot on the heavy, and he's gonna get the second one as well. That's a nasty shot by Rix. No wonder a lot of people do consider him one of the better oppers in India, so not surprising that he's hitting those shots. 9-1 now for Brutals, and the money, I think they're all at 16k at this point now, pretty much all at 16k. So the economy game has completely has gone beyond their help. I think Atrocite's going for a tactical pause, and if they're thinking of something, I would say probably best for them to go for a mid kind of default. Keep 1 lurker at A, 1 lurker at B, go for a mid default, and try to get it down after the first exchange to a 3v3 or a 4v4. After that, fall back, group up, and then do your execute on A or B. But you need to get the opening pick or trade at middle. You want to either take out Rix or A-Star, who are playing connector and mid respectively. If you don't do that, these 2 guys are going to be a pain in the ass, because they're going to fast rotate and stack based on the information that the other players are feeding them. Basically Brutals is relying on timed aggression to get information, and based on that stack the right bomb sites. That's basically what they're relying on, right? And you need to cut that off. You can't give them that much map control and rotation and ability to stack. They're going for a full buy. Nader again with the op with full utility. Let's see what they have up their sleeve. That's one more thing I want to point out is that the one thing they haven't been able to do is win at even a single op duel right now. Rix versus Nader has been a very one-sided affair, and we're looking at the Rix at work again. One insane flick shot, and he knows exactly, because the bomb was just planted, and he just pre-fires it. He's already ready for it, and he gets the second kill as well. The one thing that's peculiar about Atrocite is that it feels almost to me that the guys are intimidated by Brutality's aim. So the trade game is not really there. I think other than Ican has headshot, which is a very difficult name to say, other than him, who's actually showing some balls to go for the trades, everybody else, as soon as their teammate dies, they kind of just run away, or they kind of hide, because they're actually genuinely scared of Brutality's aim, which shouldn't be the case. When you're going into a game, even when the opponent is a lot more experienced, might have a lot more firepower, you shouldn't fear them. You should respect them mutually. You shouldn't disrespect them, but you shouldn't fear them, because that's just going to completely affect your game. No matter if you're playing against Scream and he's just 1AKing you across the map, it doesn't matter. You still got to feel that you can take them on. It's a healthy amount of respect. And a lot of teams who go in with the mindset, oh my god, we're playing these guys, or Team X or Team Y, they've already lost the game before the match has even started, because the mentality is not in the right place. So let's see. They're still debating. It's like they're trying to put an existence here. Just talk the tactical pause, use up as much as they can. And here we go, guys. Let's see if that tactical pause helped at all. I hope they don't do a 4-1. If they do a 4-1, then I know it didn't help. I hope they really don't do a 4-1 setup again after all that discussion. I want them to split up into 2 pairs, or at least they want to know they're going for 3 guys towards A. Nader again towards mid. Yep, it's a 4-1 again. I didn't want them to do this because the map control is so whack right now. And Nader has nobody to pick at either because they're not playing anybody at middle. They assume that Brutality is basically, I can tell you what Brutality is thinking right now. They've assumed that, hey, they did a tactical pause, so they're probably doing an A execute. Venom pushes and gets a kill. You know, this should give them some information. If Atrocite is smart, they will know that, hey, guys, Venom was the B player, isn't he? Why did he push A and die? So that means their setup is different. That means they should know that A was probably stacked to a certain extent. But A-Star gets the kill, trade off on Vapor. And he's aggressing a little bit more to get more information. There's still 3 guys on A. They should have read that. The B guy, if the B guy is playing A, that means he's stacked, guys. And then A-Star with 3 kills. He's gonna get the 4th. No, almost. Yep, he gets the 4th as well. Just completely whitewashes them. Yeah, 10-1 now to Brutals. And the problem there was like they talked for a bit and they fell back to the same thing. Let's just sit and wait and then do an execute after they've thrown their nades. That's not gonna work. It really isn't. And the in-game leader didn't read correctly. If Venom is playing A and you pushed and killed him, you should know that it's a stack. Go towards mid, go towards B, do something else. You know, it's a pretty obvious read there. They're going for a fight. Okay, this is smarter tactic. This is a change of play. But Rix just peeks out and gets killed. But A-Star's right there to shut it down, and so is Aldi. They're getting shot from all sides right now, and 1 kill, but that's going to be all she's saying because I really doubt he can get another kill. So basically, I still commend Atrocite for trying that. It's something different because so far they've been very static in their tactics. But the mistake they made there was that they did a full-on rush on Cat without really sending 1 guy into connector from underpass or something like that, or just 1 guy even that's just rushing down mid into connector, because you want to pressure the connector guy, keep him busy with the close range while your Cat guys can sneak in, because they didn't have any smokes and flashes to really smoke out connector. So that's what they want to do. But here they're finally countering the aggression. But Dracula, what are you doing, man? He almost burns himself to death. And Rix is able to get the trade just because of that, and he gets another kill. And Juventa, the mid tick just got completely shut down. And Venom's right there as well, getting the other kill. Just 1 guy left, and I think Venom's gonna take him out as well. It's just 12-1 now for Brutals, and unfortunately, this is a game that is not that fun to cast because it's just so one-sided. It's just a slaughter fest, and it's not much to analyze because the difference in skill level and experience level and game sense level is so massive that Brutals doesn't even need to play Counter-Strike the right way or the proper way to win this game. You know, Atrocite has to learn a lot and change a lot. Hopefully they listen to this cast or this VOD after and pick up some things about what I'm pointing out and where they're going wrong on their T side of Mirage. The majority of it is the fact that they're not really they don't understand the concept of map control. That's the #1 flaw in their gameplay right now. Forget the aim, forget everything else. The concept of map control they don't understand, and Brutality is exploiting the crap out of it. Rix gets the opening pick, and it's gonna be brutal. Juventa burns 1 guy, and again, the rounds are ending in 5 seconds, so I mean, and I'm not even a play-by-play caster. This would be difficult for Blade to cast, and how fast these guys are falling, so I'm not even gonna attempt. I'm just gonna be like, oh, first kill A, the round's over. You know, that's basically gonna be my cast. 13-1 to Brutality. And they're finally buying. Let's see if they can get a second round. The only way I see Atrocite getting another round or 2 on the board at this point is if Brutality just gets overly cocky and starts using Negev or going for knives or something like that. So all 5 of them going towards underpass this time, I believe. B or underpass, one or the other. But Juventa gets the hit on the first guy. It's a trade though. It's a 4v4, but Juventa again gets another kill, and now it's gonna be very difficult. They're completely surrounded, I believe. They're completely surrounded, and Rix just peeks out and takes out their operator. He's not had any luck against Rix. I think Rix has won every single battle, and there we go. Just Pingu left, stuck in a corner like a rat, and he's surrounded. Everybody's caving in on him. He's gonna get flashed and probably knifed or something. Oh, almost. They know where he is. He's super low. He's actually might actually win this. Oh god, is he actually going to win this now? Okay. Adi comes from behind and takes him out. 14-1, very one-sided affair. Atrocite must be thinking like, what do we do to learn from this? Because there's no chance in hell they're going to win this game on this point. I mean, it will be the master of all comebacks, like the mother of all comebacks to come back from this. And they've not shown any signs of it, so they still have a lot of growing to do. It's a new team, it's a young team. It's always a good thing to get this kind of experience, even if it's a very one-sided, demotivating experience. Sometimes that's what you need to like really get a spanking and open your eyes about how to play the game the right way. You know, Brutality going for Rix with the boss armor, Tech 9 armor. 2 Tech 9s on Brutality, just setting up for a B take, and Atrocite's not really set up for it. They're playing heavy on A, 4 guys on A. This one guy at B has to really go ham. Let's see what they do. The smokes go up, and this is a smoke that covers up Cat. It's actually a very extra smoke, but for this guy to get some kills, he doesn't. And now, I mean, unless it hits some nasty shots on the retake, it's not going to happen. But Rix with the armor is just going to push in. Both the guys with Tech 9s are pushing in. It's a bit risky, but Adi and Juventa do get the kills. Asa's confused how this guy's over here on the side, and the last guy is coming from behind, but he's not able to get any kills because he's jumping Adi Tech 9. That's frustrating. That's one thing that I wish they would take out of this game, is the jumping accuracy of some of these guns. Tech 9, especially the Scout, it's just beyond frustrating to get hit like that. 15-1 to Brutality. They're not playing around. They've just gone full rifle bat. They just want to end this quick. They might even just do like an A rush without thinking about it, and that's what it seems like. Yep, they're just going for it. They're not even bothering to do an execute, just going for it. Smokes across the board. Ripper's going to get the first kill and the second. Nader gets the third with the 5-7. Wow. A-Star now with 2 kills, but he gets taken out. Now it's all down to Juventa with the Galil, and he's not able to get the kill. Nader over there with the execute. So they did an A rush, but they didn't really send anybody apartments. So no, that's why Nader got exploited the crap out of them there by playing that angle. And the flashes were off. When doing an execute, I only saw 1 or 2 flashes from Brutality. What's the point in just throwing 1 or 2 flashes? If you want to finish the game fast, use up all of like 5-6 flashes and get in the sight. You know, they won't have much to throw back at you. You just want the pistol round. They won't have counter nades to throw back at you. So now but Brutality still has bought up again. Tech 9 armor, Deagles on 2 of them, Rix and Juventa with the Deagles, and A-Star has the AK. Let's see what they plan on doing here. I think one guy's going to be lurking from underpass late while these guys execute onto the side. Well, they're just walking in because they know that nobody's spotting Lore. They're going to exploit this. But Adi is getting shot now. He peeked out too early. Rix comes out and takes out Vapor, but Dragwa is right there to trade. And Iken has headshot, gets another, and he gets 1 more kill now. Just A-Star with the AK against 3 of them. And he's not able to take out the P90. Pingu. 15-3. A slow comeback. I think Brutals didn't need to buy in that round. They had no reason to. I know they're confident that, hey, this guy's not on our level, but again, unnecessary. You're just extending the game. If you saved that round and bought up this round, you would have. But again, they're just going to keep forcing until they win the last round, I believe. At this point, that's the call. They're going for heavy, I think a fast cat take now. There is nobody watching mid though. This could work out for them. So there is nobody watching mid. Oh, through the smoke. And again, another kill by Pingu. There's now 2 guys there. But I think one guy sneaked into jungle and I don't think they know. Adi trying to get the Deagle opening kill on B side. And Vapor comes in and takes out A-Star, who's just lurking there. And that's a clean round as well. 15-4 now. With 3 back-to-back force buys. Let's see what are they going to force buy again. No, I think they've learned their lesson now. They're just going to be buying a couple of Deagles. No armor this time. They're going to wait till the next round to get something. I think at this point they should just go for a bomb plant. I know they have a lot of rounds to work with, but the earlier they can finish the better. So they should just go for a bomb plant at this point, you know. Do a fake somewhere. They're not. They're going fast mid to try to get some 1D. Just use the superior firepower. Let's see if A-Star can get the opening kill now. Almost. Pingu, yeah, he gets the 1D. That's a nice start for Brutality. It's still a long way away though. They have no armor, they don't have the gun, so Nader with the pick on Adi makes it a 4v4. They're deciding to sneak in to mid and jungle and get that control over. And Rix takes out Vapor. And is A-Star going to take this guy out? Yeah, he does. And now the A side is completely open. And what a nasty shot by Asa there, the 1 AK on Jaguar. He just basically single-handedly turned the game around with these 3 kills, 2 deagles, and that 1 AK pop on shot. And at this point, Nader has no chance. I mean, the map control as well on Asa's hunting him down. Asa is so cocky right now. He's like, I'm going to find the last guy and make this a highlight reel event. Nader heard him though, and he gets the kill. But now they know as well where Nader is. So 3v1. Don't feed him kills. Almost, and that's it. 16-4 to Brutality. And look at his kills from Asa. He gets the floating deagle, and then after that he literally just gets a nasty one tap. That's an insane shot by him. And if you look at the statistics, it's A-Star at the top with 24 frags and 4 assists and an impact rating of 16.96. Rick's closely behind because of all his nasty op shots with 15, almost 15 IR. But if you look at all the others, they have in Atrocite, they have abysmal IR. They're all the highest being 5.39. You know, and if you were to check the round impact strategy, I want to see. Obviously, I want to see how many trades. Who was the biggest trader? And in this case, the biggest trader was actually Adi. He had 4 trade kills, like 1 trade and 3 revenge frags, right? So, and actually across the board, he had a lot of impactful kills. He even had 2 post-plant 3 frags. In terms of entry, he's also up there with A-Star. Rix with the 5 entry kills with the op. And that's basically Nader was just feeding him constantly. Nader was going by himself and picking the op battle at mid with no support, no flashes, no smokes, no nothing, nobody to trade, and basically just fed Rix every single time on the city side. So that's basically what it was. I mean, there's not much to analyze in this game. All I'm hoping is that Atrocite actually comes and listens to this VOD and figures, takes something from what I've been telling them, been speaking about, and maybe fixes the T side of Mirage. And anyway, guys, good game. Looking forward to casting for you guys again tomorrow.